And I just want to send healing energy out to everybody. You can never have too much good healing energy. So sending that out. I want to talk today about red flags, intuition, and getting you a wellness support team, because they all play into each other. How many of us have, had people, places, and things in our life that we kind of know wasn't so right, but we still tolerated it? Actually, we accepted it full-heartedly because it played into what we wanted at the moment. But as far as anything long-term, nothing actually came from it. Have we ever had a person in your life who, in the beginning, everything was give and take, but through time, you start realizing that you were giving more and they were taking more, but giving less. And then after a while, they didn't give nothing at all. And the only time they actually did give is because they recognized that you were recognizing things in them. So they figured, they start to panic and be like, you know what? Let me breadcrumb this person. Let me give a little bit because I know that technically I need their energy more than they need me at all. And in that, you see the red flag, but you give that person the benefit of the doubt because you remember back to a time when it was give and take. And now all they're doing is taking. But like I said, they cloak that into the breadcrumbing. They recognize the panic of you withdrawing slowly. So they come back with little parts, and you being a good person, you play right back into that. Now, that's them playing the long game and you playing the short game mentally. See, in your mind, it feels good to have this person around in that sight that you've seen them at before. But that's not what it is. That's just you avoiding intuition. That's you looking beyond red flags. Is what I always said. The one thing that trumps logic and just basic intuition is love. You know what I mean? Like, you'll see things in people that you love. You'll see that red flag. It'll look like 6 flags. And you'll look right by it. Why? Because of your emotions. And people play on that. Now, here's the thing. After a while, that person who just takes and takes and doesn't put back into your cup, they'll dim your light. Why? Because they need you dim. They want you to shine enough where they can come leech your energy. But you can't be so bright where you surpass them, where they can no longer come take freely. Nah, they can't have you like that. They have to have you in a box where you shine. You're bright enough where they can take from you, but you're not so bright where you may figure out that they're a leech. You know what I mean? Wow, like that. But we all have them. Now, here's the thing. We'll get to a point where that person will truly show their fangs and betray you. And the first thing we get to thinking is, they did this, they did that. And it's like, no. You look beyond the red flag. You didn't trust your intention. And trust me, your intuition. And trust me, not only does your mind show you your intuition, but your body will start showing when this person comes around. You'll get that, well, it'll pull away. But it's your heart that'll pull you closer, just wondering, because in that, you're looking for the promising part that's no longer there, or there was an illusion in the first place. So when that happens, when that betrayal happens, man, I don't get mad at people. I realize that sometimes I can be my worst enemy because I trained somebody how to disrespect me. See, that's in that dark work. That's in that work of looking into yourself. You know what I mean? It's not always about blaming somebody else. You have to find your fault in things. You know what I mean? And sometimes that fault is you. Now, that fault is deeply in them, but in finding the fault in you, you get to, and this is hard, you get to forgive that person because you realize that if you didn't look beyond the red flags, if you didn't tolerate certain things that you knew you didn't want to tolerate, that person could never betray you. That's where the forgiveness comes in. You're not doing it for them. You're doing it for yourself because you realize that this has been a buildup that you've tolerated. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? It's a learning lesson. It shows you that the next person, it won't be that easy. You know what I mean? So learn from that. The next thing I really want to get on is a wellness team. Now, we've already identified the person who leeches, who takes, right? But the flip side of that is people around you who look to pour into your cup and they get nothing from it. They just want to see you be successful. They want to see your light get brighter. Not because they want to take from it. It's because they generally just want to see your happiness explode. They want you to take that now and feed it to the next person like they did you. Like each one teach one, you know what I mean? And the wildest thing about it is we could know people our whole life who mean us no well. But then there's people out there who we've never met who mean you all the good in the world. Like it's people out there who you will never see who wish you well. They see you and they be like, you know what? That person there, man. And they donate things, not always financial. They donate energy. They tell other people, that's a good person. See, that's healing energy. And you don't even realize it, right? Because we always looking for the big bang, the financial. Nah, sometimes there's people out there who are feeding into your energy who you've never met. You've never done anything for them, but just be a good person. And you'll realize that's enough. Like that's the best part of it is like I said, the people we've never met doing more for you than people you've let stay attached to you your whole life. Man, this energy thing it's a wild one. It's wild. It's wild. Now, in talking about energy, you got to realize that on this journey, you know, I value my energy like a billionaire values his bank account. More so, right? Because he keeps his money in banks and shell companies and in stock. Me, I walk around with my energy. You see? Imagine walking around with $1 billion on you every day. You would have to protect it hand and tooth, and that's how I am by my energy. Now, I'm always willing to share it, but I'm never willing to have it leached. And that's the difference. You know what I mean? Never let somebody leech. Now, I realize that when you give energy, you don't look for anything back. You give it. It's like a loan. It's like you give a loan to people. You say, you know, I only give out things that I don't expect, or it won't hurt me, or it won't take away from my life. That's healthy. You know what I mean? And if people feed back into that, even better. That lets you know that it's reciprocal, especially if it's on a long-term basis where you constantly see the give and take, the give and take. Oh, that's a beautiful thing, man. Y'all are going to create something wonderful. Like I said, it doesn't always manifest into financial. It's a well-being. It's a spiritual tank. It's when you wake up in the morning, you have a glow. And when you go out, you throw that glow everywhere. I'll give you the perfect part, right? People know me, man. I will tell somebody I love them. Now, I don't want to weird you out. It ain't the kind of love where I'm in love with you, or it ain't like a love like I feel for my kids. No, I love you. Like it's nothing wrong with telling somebody that you love them, because you see things that they're doing that they don't even notice they're doing. You see how people hold themselves up. You see how people interact with their kids. You see people's moral ground. You see people are in the upright when they do things. Bruh, I love that. You know what I mean? I love that. So I'm quick to share that I love you with people. And I don't, like I said, I don't want to weird nobody out. I just want to let you know where I come from when I say that, because too many of us will get to this point where somebody's terminally ill, or they're dying, or they died before you haven't talked to them in 5 years. And you're like, I wish I could have. I never had that statement. I wish you lived longer. I wish you better health. But man, I always let you know, if I love you, I love you. And it's unconditional. It's unconditional because you made it through the red flags. Like, see? You've made it through those red flags. When I tell you I love you, it's nothing you've done for me other than just being a good person. Sometimes it could be just simple as I've been knowing you for a long time and you never fucked me over, which is major now. Because boy, everybody's looking to do the little side play or looking for the long game of how to hustle you for your money, your intuition, your energy. Remember, that energy, we walk around with it, man. Protect it. You'll see me with different things, you know. And this I'll get into talking about these different trinkets and the stones that I wear, you know, because that's on a different level. That's on a spiritual level, because you realize there's a lot of dark things out there that's looking to take advantage of you. But like I said, I won't get into that on this one right here. You know what I mean? Now, in this growth that you have, in this light that you are constantly building up, this lumen, the voltage is constantly getting brighter. You got to realize that it's a lonely trip sometimes, because everybody can't go to where you're going. Perfect example. We get in high school and you'll socialize with everybody. Why? You're kind of insecure, and even the cool kids are insecure. You feel better when the more people are feeding into your ego, and yeah, you're the person, you're the man, you're the girl, you that, right? And as you get older, you find less need to hear that from them, because you're getting it from your family, you're getting it from your kids, you're getting it from your loved ones, you're getting it from that job, your career. You know what I mean? So you'll notice that your peer groups will start to thin out from high school through your 20s, through your 30s, through your God willing, through your 40s, your 50s. They'll thin out, and you'll start to look back, and very few of the ones who you started this journey with are still around. You know what I mean? Now, don't get that wrong. Some of the ones who can still be around from those times can be as karmic as hell, but you still find a joy in at least communicating. Hey, how you doing, bro? Now, it's not the same. You've grown. In this tree of life, as we keep going up the tree, no tree goes straight up. It gets to leaning. Branches get to leaning. See what I mean? We're still in the same tree, but we just got different beliefs. We go about things different ways. Our conversation may be different, but it's no lack of love. I still love you in what you're doing. You know what I mean? You can love somebody and not be on the same path as them. It takes nothing away from you to love. You know what I mean? Now, when we talk about your light, your shine, your level of that feeling of I'm the shit without saying you the shit. It's this thing in us, man. It's this life base. It's this zest that we all have, man. And it is valuable, bro. Like I said before, I value my energy, my light, my love. I value this like I said, like some billionaires value their bank accounts, but it's in an account. I carry mine on my shoulders. I wear my heart on my sleeves. And I ain't wearing no sleeves right now. So you get to see exactly where I come from. I don't hide nothing. Now I'm private, but I don't hide the way I feel about the people in my life. If I love you, I love you. If I don't rock with you, I don't rock with you. Now here's the wild thing, right? When you share that light with people and they do you wrong, we always talk about this karma. What goes around comes around. We say it, but if somebody does you wrong, you really, our ego wants to see the pain they go through for doing us wrong. But bro, you don't have to see that. If you're truly a good person, truly a great person with healing energy, all you got to do is not mess with that person no more. I always say my biggest flex is I leave people right where they got me fucked up at. I ain't got to argue. I ain't got to fight I ain't got to fight you to stay in my life. No, I leave you right there. No conversation, no nothing. Who? Why? That's the karma right there. See, my guiding light, my healing energy, my love, who I am, to not have that in your life anymore, that's karma. I ain't got to see it. I know you'll look around for ages. You'll try to look for people, places, things, drugs. You'll look for any way to get that same kind of unreciprocated love that I give. And you won't find it in this lifetime, and you'll go into the next lifetime wondering on how you could find that again. That's karma. And I ain't got to see none of it. I know it. But also when you cut those people off, that light that I talk about, woo, it just keeps getting brighter because they're no longer taken. They're no longer trying to dim your light to brighten theirs. Nah, you find that wellness support team who's looking to pour into you. See, the people who look to make your light brighter, where that light is blinding to the ones who look to take. They can't even get close to you because every time they come to reach, they got to go like this because your light is blinding to their demons. You know what I mean? They can't even come in like this no more. They can do that when your light is dim. They ain't got to wear no shades, no nothing. But when that light is blinding, they can't even take from you the same way. They can't even get close without looking away. They can't even look you in your eyes because they know that they're bad. That's the karma right there. That thing you look for, don't look for it, man. You bid those people peace, love, and you move on. Don't worry about them. Because like I said, most of us get to looking for things in this life. Nah. Bad karma or that karma that you were thinking about, we're beings of energy. It doesn't have to happen in this life. It does. You don't get to see it. But it carries on into the next and to the next. So just keep being your bright, shining self, man. You get so bright, and to the people who actually come to you like this, they're shining just as bright as you. There's no need to squint. Yeah, we here. We here. Let's blind everybody with this positive, great energy, our light. You know what I mean? That's what the amazing part of this is. Like I said, I just wanted to tap in real quick, man. Sending healing energy, positivity to everybody. Enjoy your day. Thank you. And if you feel like I said, this did anything for you, feel free to click the like button. It takes just a second, but it means everything. Like I said, it helps that light. Thank you.